Ageism is defined as a form of discrimination or prejudice against a person's age, and it usually targets older adults. And why am I talking about this? Well, in my last video, I did mention something that has to do with age, and I wanted to tell you a little story and get your feedback. And you all know how much I appreciate your feedback, so thank you in advance, and welcome to my colorful life after a great divorce. My name's Regan, also known as the Easy Ex-Wife, and on this channel, we talk all about divorce and dating and living a fun, happy, colorful life after the age of 50. Okay, so last video, I talked about John the Fireman, and I will link that up above or down below or somewhere so that you can take a look at it. But it was about John the Fireman, and he told me he was 46, and I never disclosed my age because he didn't tell me he was 46 in a way like, I'll share my age if you share yours. No, it wasn't like that. He had just kind of mentioned it in passing when he was talking about his kids, and oh, maybe this is what it was. He was talking about how as a fireman, you have to retire by a certain age. And, you know, he says now at 46, he feels the wear and tear on his body, you know, definitely more than in his 20s. So that's why he told me his age, but I never shared mine. And I wanted to tell you a really quick story about something that happened right here in my building. So there's a really handsome guy who he's got these 3 cute little dogs, and we tend to be leaving in the evening around the same time, walking our dogs. And so we have chit-chatted a lot in the lobby. He's a little bit flirty, and I know I mentioned in my last video too, is the fireman too close for comfort? Well, I definitely think anyone in the building is too close for comfort. So I have left building people off limits for dating. But anyway, we've just flirted a little bit, and really, really nice guy. And he said one day, oh, we were talking about like going to the gym. I just use the gym in the building, but he belongs to Equinox, and he was saying how he's a regular gym goer. And I said like, oh, well, I can tell that you're in really great shape. And he said, well, at my age, which is now 50, I feel my body more than I used to. And first of all, I was shocked that he was 50 because I thought he looked younger than that. But right after he told me his age, I blurted out, oh, I'm 56. I totally understand where you're coming from. And when I tell you his facial expression just completely changed, it completely changed. His face just dropped, and he ended the conversation pretty quickly. I still see him all the time, and there's no flirtation going on. It's just like, hey, how you doing, Regan? Blah, blah, blah. And that's it. So I wanted to hear from you. You know, do you tell people your age? Do you offer it up? And, you know, like I said, I wouldn't have gone out on a date with this guy anyway, but had he not lived in the building and I blurted out my age, then there definitely wouldn't be a chance for a date. So I'm thinking, not a great idea to share your age. And I don't think that's lying to someone, although sometimes people will say withholding information is lying. But if nobody asks, do we need to disclose that information? I would think go have a great time. And if you and this person are a great fit, maybe age doesn't matter. Or am I crazy naive thinking that age does not matter? I want to hear from you on this. I kind of think that John the fireman would date me regardless, but I don't know because he doesn't know my age. So tell me what you guys think. I love when you leave me comments about age, and I know a few of you have said go younger and some of you have said go older, and I don't think it really matters to me. I just want someone who on a physical level we're about the same. I want someone who's active and can do things. I definitely, have you heard that that phrase, you don't want to be a nurse or a purse, meaning you don't want to date someone so old or even your age if they're not in good health or they don't take care of themselves. And the whole purse thing, that's just another story. Basically, you don't want to date someone if you're going to be, you know, their sugar mama or vice versa. Tea is hitting the spot today. So that is my question for you. Do you share your age with someone when they tell you their age, even if they don't ask what your age is? And if you've never been in that situation, what do you think you would do if you were in that situation? Would you just go ahead and share your age if they told you how old they were? And remember the circumstances of with John, he didn't tell me his age so that I would tell him my age. And maybe some people will just come right out and ask what your age is. I don't know. That's what I have you guys for. I try to help you, and I love when you help me. So I thank you so much for joining me for this short little video. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I can't wait to see you next time. And that's it. Do all the things to help this channel grow. I love you. Bye. She's in her bed again today. Fiona, say hi. Sleepy girl.